What's up everyone, knifezoid here. Got back from Blade show yesterday and was an awesome show and just about ready to do some business side of things, summarize what happened and reports and schedule follow-ups, all that stuff. But before I began any of that, I definitely wanted to take the time to thank the community once again, kind of talk about my personal feelings and thoughts about how our first actual booth, or having a booth at Blade Show, went. It was a overwhelming and tremendous experience, and when I came home last night I was trying to sleep and really as tired and as exhausted as I was, I had so many thoughts and emotions and everything just kind of bottled up from all of it. So I felt before I transitioned back into the business end of it and everything else, I kind of wanted to get all this out off my chest, and I just felt it was appropriate to communicate back to the community and just kind of let people know what I was feeling. Every time I've gone to Blade, I get that feeling. I get like a tremendous sense of motivation, and I get this tremendous sense of community. I get a really good feel for how the community has developed and progressed, and this year was obviously no exception. But having an actual booth and having a presence and having the BaliConf for the second time, I felt just made that even more intense. And I really just felt like it was way beyond what I expected. The support at the booth, the support for BaliConf, and just overall my interactions with the community and the people who have supported us along the way was tremendous. I mean, it really is the most rewarding part of having of BRS, of having this business, of following me and Ed's dream and pursuing it despite all the things we have to go through, as much hard work as it is, as maybe as frustrating as it can become. Blade Show is kind of like the Super Bowl of the knife world for us. It's really tremendous. So I think the first thing, like, I usually don't get too personal on my channel, but just to kind of give you guys an idea of why it's so rewarding for myself. I only quit my day job about a year and a half ago, maybe a little bit more, to pursue BRS full time. This is now my full-time job. I don't do anything much else outside of BRS and running this company and trying to build it up. I dreamed of that. I dreamed of doing something that I love for a living. I think a lot of people do. Something that you just really enjoy and you get to wake up to and kind of not only be your own boss, but aspire your own vision, achieve the goals that you set out for yourself, not someone else. So Blade Runner Systems it really comes from the heart. Like, it's an expression, an extension of what I do and what I believe in artistically, creatively. It really is an extension of my personality, of Lucy's personality. We truly put everything we have into this company in terms of energy and physically and mentally, but more so we put everything we have emotionally and creatively, and in terms of our vision and our beliefs, and honestly even our morals and our ethics. It's all put into this business. It's much more than just a product. We consider ourselves artists, we're fathers, we're husbands, Uh, this really truly is our life. And I think what Blade Show really does, I mean, obviously there's a lot of support between meeting people in person, but Blade Show really is, it validates everything that we've done. It validates all the hard work and hard times that we've gone through, and it validates our decision to pursue this company full time, and that we're on the right path. And that validation comes strictly from you guys, the community, like people coming up to the booth, shaking our hands, and thanking us for, bringing forward the products and the videos and everything that we've worked very hard to do, and reciprocating that back, and us being able to thank the people who supported us, shaking everyone's hand and looking the people in the eye who have believed in us and who have supported us time and time again. It is the ultimate reward for the decisions that we've made and the hard work we've put forth. It was really amazing. I didn't expect, I knew that there would be a lot of people that I would see at Blade, as there always is, but I didn't expect to see such a devout loyalty around our booth. I saw people literally just surrounded the entire time. I mean, from even before the show was open to the public, there were just, I don't even know how it happened, but there was tons of people just around, and throughout the day, just an overwhelming response. And it wasn't like something that spoke to me, that kind of showed that BRS is much more than the product, is I feel like if you go into a store, you go into an exhibition show, usually you look for the thing that you already have in mind that you want, you buy it and you leave. But with our table, or our booth, it was different. People came, they saw the product, a lot of people bought things, but they hung around, and we would see them, they would leave and they'd come back, I'd see them a couple hours later, and then they would leave and they'd come back a couple hours later, and we'd have a whole new conversation about flipping, about tricks, about life, like about personal stuff, I'd see the same people probably 3-4 times throughout the day, and not just on Friday or Saturday, but just, if people stayed for the whole show, I saw them every single day. I saw the same faces come through, and I told people, I'm like, I don't want this just to be a booth. I want this to be Flipper Central. I want this to be home base for the community that we've all created. And that's exactly what it became. It was just a hangout spot, a place where everyone would kind of check in once in a while and talk with not just me, but everyone else within the community. At one point, or several points, I was looking on the ground and next to our table. There was just like a group of guys all sitting in like a little circle, and they had like 50 knives just pulled out, just sharing their collection, just on the floor of our exhibition. I'm like, that's awesome. Like, where else is that happening? There was just flipping going on, and people signing the walls. It was just awesome, and it's important to me for the company, but even personally, I'm like anyone else. I have my hard days, I have my good days, I have my hard days, and there's many days that I wake up and there's fear, or there's questioning about, are my ideas good enough? Is what I'm doing the right thing? Sometimes, as you know, in this day and age, much of your feedback and your existence is on the internet. So, it only takes like a few negative comments, or maybe someone saying something or whatever to, I don't know, maybe not so much put doubt. I've always believed in what we do, but it gets to you. I mean, I'm human, right? We're all human, so you can start to internalize stress, you can start to internalize commentary, you can start to internalize a lot of things. So like anyone else, I need validation, I need support, I need appreciation, just like the next guy. And this company and the community has been overwhelmingly supportive and validating for what I do. When I left Blade Show, I mean, I just felt so tremendous. Like I felt like we are totally on the right path, and it just makes me want to do more. You know, it just makes me want to give more, work harder, and be more for everyone. Because when you get that kind of love, you just want to give back the same. So I felt it was really important to say that. I felt the community deserved to hear that from me personally, genuinely. I, I, I felt like I shook everyone's hand maybe 2-3 times throughout the show, just saying thanks for your support, and I really mean it. And I know I say that in comments and at the end of the videos and all that stuff, but I'll never stop saying it. Really, guys, like, thank you so much for your support and making that Blade Show one of the most awesome experiences of my life. It really was, you know, and I have the community to thank for that. I have Blade HQ and Ben and Jake and Zach and their team over there to thank for that, for working so hard for that Bali comp and validating the sport and giving the sport the credibility that it deserves, and the flippers the credibility that they deserve. For all the people, vendors that have worked so closely with us on the business side for BRS, thank you for coming by and visiting the booth and showing your support and your words of support. Without good partners in this business, we'd be nowhere. You know, it's not just one side, it's not just us. We need people to pull their weight too, and they have tenfold. So thank you to everyone. I'll never stop saying it. I want to keep saying it, and I just want to give that much more now. I really do. So thanks for hearing me out. If it was a little corny, a little mushy, I don't really care, because it was honest, and can't wait for next year and what's gonna happen in between. So thanks for watching as always. Thanks for your support as always, and I hope to see all you guys next year, and let's all make it bigger and better. Thank you.